morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Leftover Cake Chat. As always,
Happy Father's Day, even though neither of us are fathers, but cheers.
Happy
You
Father's
look like you have a
Day.
halo over your head this morning, Erin. What's happening?
Well, it's probably the window. It's raining, but actually, you know what? I sent my dad a Father's Day card that says "From the Good One" and it had angel's wings on it.
Oh, there you go. It's coming.
Maybe that's where the halo's coming in.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, guys. Happy Father's Day to you fathers out there. All right. I just added our names up there so you guys know who we are in case you don't always watch. I'm going to do
I have chocolate cake today. I know you're going to be super jealous. And this is my one of my favorite cake people in Maine. We've had them on before. You like literally send your guests home with these and you can cook them in like 45 seconds. And they are so good. It's wild Maine blueberry.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Well, mine's carrot cake.
I dropped some, sorry.
Mine's really good. It's carrot cake and I'm just going to eat all. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I have to have another bite because I know Dave's going to come along shortly and eat the rest of it.
I know Enrique's going to have mine too. So, all right. Well, cheers to the fathers again out there. Happy Father's Day. And to my dad, thank you for putting up with me and dealing with me for as many years as you've had me. So appreciate that. Good morning, Gail, Larissa.
Larissa, I thought you were on your way to Australia.
Yeah. Wonder what's going on there.
Maybe she's watching us from another country.
Or in an airport. We do that a lot.
Airport. Never know with this team.
Gail, mine is champagne. So I don't know.
What does she want?
She asked if it was water or champagne. It's definitely champagne. It's Sunday morning. We do champagne on Sunday mornings. And Larissa says she flies out tomorrow. So we were a day off.
Oh, okay. Well, safe travels. We already miss you.
Agreed. I second that.
So what are we talking about today? Fun stuff like parties.
Fun. So, everyone thinks about the wedding, a welcome reception, but you have a lot of people that are coming in from out of town for your wedding. Especially nowadays, even if you don't do a destination wedding, you're not necessarily getting married where both of you are from. So you have people visiting from other areas. So it's nice to plan some group activities for people. Not necessarily things that you have to pay for or things you have to be responsible for, but just activities so that people know what to do in the area if they've never been there. Also, you get group pricing discounts. Always looking at the bottom line. You get group pricing discounts when you book things. So we've had our blog posted at 10 o'clock this morning, so you can look at that, swivelgroupevents.leftovercakechat or .com/leftovercakechat. That'd be nice if I could get that right. But there's lots of activities that you can do. Kristen, jump in and talk about a few, and then I'll go from there.
Well, one of my all-time favorites is the scavenger hunt. I think that it is such a great way to bring people together that don't necessarily know each other. For a lot of times, if somebody's moved after college or moved for a job, they have created different worlds, right? So you have friends that are coming to your wedding that maybe have never met your new work friends. And I think it's always fun to challenge the bride's friends against the groom's friends or the bride's family against the groom's family. It's so fun. Everyone is competitive. I don't care what they say. Everyone's competitive. And
we've actually had that go wrong where the groom's family was so competitive. There got to be like a little tiff going on there. So know your family friends. And if they are super, super competitive, then maybe not go that route. Maybe everyone is wearing something blue over there and it kind of mixes up the group or whatever the case may be. But just make sure it doesn't cause too much extra.
Yeah. We don't want any brawls or anything pre-wedding. I think it's fun. And of course, most of the ones that we have done typically involve some type of drinking games, which tend to lessen well, I don't know. I guess you could add to the blow. I don't know. Maybe that's. But I feel like everything is a challenge these days. Like, I think we just saw a group do the Naples cycle boat brew tour. That's a lot to say, but that was a crazy fun group. So Soul Cycle, obviously, in these cycle classes are super popular these days. Everyone's, into healthy exercising, especially before the wedding. These girls were out pedaling their hearts out at 80 degrees already at like 10 in the morning, but they were drinking.
With some cocktails. Yep.
Pedaling and drinking. Now, they were not on the road. They were safely secured to a boat that someone else was driving, which I know the pictures are on the blog. It's a hard visual, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, we post about it this week too. It was one of our posts. You always see or hear maybe. I know in Nashville it's really popular, the pedaling where you're like on the street and you're pedaling and you're moving along, and drinking, and that is a bachelor event as well, and we've talked about that. But it's kind of cool to get a couple groups together and kind of go do that. Again, just activities that are going to get your family and your friends together, people that may have never met. Just because the groom's side of the family or the groom knows your side of the family doesn't necessarily mean that those families have met previously. Right. So I love putting people on a boat, one form or another, because there's nowhere to go. So if you're going to do a sunset sail, or you're going to go snorkeling, or just a day out on the water fishing, whatever the case may be, put them on a boat. They got to mix and mingle. Unless they want to swim back.
And I think also, look at what's going around you when you pick a date. Obviously, we advise our clients to always make sure that we're looking at that first because of room block situations and things like that. But for instance, if there's a music festival, a concert, an art festival, farmers markets, anything that, might just be free, but can gather your group around. I'm not necessarily saying, like you said earlier, to pay for things that everybody has to do as a group. But I think it's important to, again, try to bring people together. It's really hard even to just go to a bar together if you've got more than 10 people. So look at things that are open air, larger spaces, like botanical gardens or anything like that, where you can actually bring your large group together, but not, again, not have to cost you a lot of money. But
good morning, Andy. Thank you for joining us.
Queen Bee Florals in the house. Andy and I are working on a wedding together in San Diego. I'm so excited about. Morning, Andy. So anyway, think of things that you can do, as a group. And remember, most people come in and make a vacation out of a destination wedding. So you've got days to do things together.
And even if you're like renting a bed and breakfast, which we are huge fans of, if you're renting out the whole house because you have a big group staying there, or if you're getting a vacation rental and they have like an outside pool area, or even if you're at home and you have a big backyard or a family member has a big backyard, just bring people over. Everyone can bring something, and it's just basically time to hang out, whether there's a pool there, you're having a barbecue, have some lawn games, especially, know your group too. If you have a lot of kids that are attending the wedding or that are going to be in the area, make sure that there's something for them to do as well. That way their parents will come. It just makes it easier. We do have, we work with babysitting companies all over the place, or we will bring, if we're traveling, we will bring a babysitter with us that somebody has requested. So just make sure that if you are going to do like a brew tour or a wine tour, obviously get a DD or a party bus or a couple limos. Don't be driving while you're doing that. But also make sure that if people have kids, they have access to a babysitter and somebody that you guys can trust to watch the kids or make the event, family friendly.
So we did one, the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company in Asheville, outside of Asheville. That was like one of the best. They literally did it right when they built that facility. So they have a kids program out back, like this whole like playground area. They feed them. Well, people can go on the brew tours. They've got sitters already there. That was really done quite nice, and shuttles to bring people back and forth. That's kind of a destination place just for a one night event, but a very inexpensive one because it was, it was a brew tour, so it wasn't too expensive. I've just thought of another one, and then in San Diego, they have the food trucks. You can actually the food trucks, and then you have people worried about allergies or what they want to eat. Everyone's kind of on their own, but you're still together in kind of a fun atmosphere.
We were in Oceanside, and Oceanside has, which is in California, guys, it has a big street fair on, I think it's Thursday night, if I remember that. I don't know.
Laura might know that. She's with us.
I think it's on Thursday nights, but we went there and it was amazing. There was like these cute little vendors for shopping, and there were so many food vendors. You name the type of food, they had it. From corn on the cob to fancy desserts to just good old sandwiches, gyros, tacos. They had, I don't know, it was absolutely amazing. And the sunset there in Oceanside is just absolutely gorgeous. So that was something that we did. Again, we just met a bunch of people there, and everyone could kind of do their own thing and stay together and that sort of thing. But it was free, it was fun, and it was just kind of family bonding. And I think sometimes in the planning process, people forget the fact that you're there to celebrate with your friends and family. As much as sometimes you want to step back away from them, because they're giving too much advice or they want to do it their way or whatever the case may be, it's celebrating love. It's celebrating, the joining of the two of you and your families and all of that. So having as many activities together as possible is fun. Laura did confirm it is on Thursday.
Awesome. I think my all-time favorite is like the Sunday brunch after the wedding, which is how we formed Cake Chat, because you learn so much after the you've been with people for days. Everybody wants to talk about what everybody's doing, probably slightly over in most cases. So there's just a lot of laughs on the Sunday morning, and bring your leftover cake. But Sunday brunches are so fun. And again, don't feel like you have to pay for it. There's a lot of places that hold a Sunday brunch already, very reasonably priced, where people can be on their own. Plan it kind of early, not too early because you're up late, but people do book their flights home on Sundays, so you want to be respectful of that. But if you're telling people in advance, this is important. If you're planning events on the day before, days leading up to, or post days, let them know before they book their travel arrangements, because we've seen so many people be like, well, I didn't know, and I'd already booked my flights.
Yeah.
Or I've got to drive back, or I've got to get the train back. So, just again, over communicate what the plans are for whatever time you want to spend with people, so that people can plan accordingly. But I do love me a Sunday brunch.
Yeah. So do I. And I think you're right, especially on the planner side. We spend so much time with these individuals the days leading up to it. And on the Sunday brunch, they just really let loose. And I think I know a lot about people. And then Sunday morning happens and we're like, whoa. And, then they become lifelong friends. So it's a lot of fun.
A lot. Bloody Mary bars and mimosa bars. And is it raining?
Can you hear it? It is.
Yeah, it's raining. It's pouring here. I think all of Florida is raining.
And I got really dark again, and my halo's gone. I promise, Dad, it's still there. My halo's still there.
I think Carrie took it away.
Yeah, Carrie's always had it, actually. That's why it was such a joke when I sent it. In case you guys missed, I sent my father a Father's Day card that said, "From the good one." So, just saying.
We have a question. Why itineraries are so important and can be fun? Well, we kind of just touched on that. Maybe there's a bit of a delay, but plan accordingly in advance so that your guests can join you. And with that, when you are arriving, especially for a weekend away, put your schedule on your welcome bag or in your hotel room, or send out a mass text to let people know, because nobody remembers to bring their invitation or their information with them. And the last thing you want to do is be answering, 30 phone calls from everyone. But we tend to put a update itinerary on a welcome bag or get it into the hands of the guests so they know when everything is happening, and a little map even to show where they should go to meet everyone.
And again, in advance, make sure that you're sending that out. So whether you have a website that you're posting stuff on, whether you have a group chat, a Facebook group, whether, however you're mass communicating with your guests, even if it's just the invitation, kind of like slip in there what you guys are thinking about doing, so that way people can be prepared about it. Good morning, Mary. Sorry, I just saw you. I'm not sure how long you've been here, but thanks for joining us. And you're probably experiencing the rain too. So, and Gail, it's been black here. It hasn't rained in like a month and for like the last 3 days, but it is what it is. We need it.
Well, we were looking at wedding venues yesterday all over the state. It feels like it was a very long day, and it was also raining on the other side of the state. So I, again, just think Florida's underwater.
But we have some new good places, guys. So if you're looking for a wedding in Florida, we've got some great places and some new ones. And Brittany's had some meetings with some people. So we definitely have some options for that. Also, okay, we talked about boats. We talked about getting together, scavenger hunts, wine tours, brew tours. We have a whole bunch of options. So if you guys need specific options, then let me know. Look, Gail's like 4 blocks away and she's got no rain. This is, you gotta love the Florida Keys, guys. You have to love the Florida Keys.
I know. Blink and it changes street to street.
Yeah, right.
Again, I think we have to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads. They're probably not watching Cake Chat, but just in case they are.
Well, they should be, because we've got cake and we're celebrating them. But if they're not,
cake is so good.
I don't know. I do want to mention, guys, Kristen's enjoying it.
I spilled again. I just want to make sure I spell it right. It's Jarva Cakes. JARVE cakes.com. I said it wrong, and I didn't want to say it wrong, but I'm going to put it on the website too, so you can find them.
I love that. You know what? We're just real. We have no shame, guys. This is us. This is who you'd be dealing with. We have a lot of fun, but obviously we've got a few good ideas up there, and we make it happen. I do want to remind you, Big Dog Ranch Rescue, they are our love mission of the month. So make sure that you check out their Facebook page, their website, and see how you can help them. Now I have a plane going over. Sorry, guys. And I did see from a very loyal fan of ours, I got a picture that Pedigree is trying to find, let me make sure I read this right, the world's cutest rescue dog. They're having a contest for the world's cutest rescue dog. I will be entering Lola, so good luck to everyone out there, but definitely join the contest. We want to make sure that we are promoting rescue animals. And this month, so cute.
That is such a cute little post. Such cute.
I know. So this month specifically, guys, Big Dog Ranch Rescue in where, Kristen? Yes, she can't say it. Loxahatchee.
I can't say it.
Loxahatchee on Okeechobee Boulevard, guys.
Oh my God.
It is in South Florida. But again, you can donate on their website. You can send blankets. They are doing great things there. So definitely support. And I have a vote on Lola from Carrie. And yes, the Pedigree thing was from Gail. So thank you, Gail. All right. I think if there's no other questions on activities, guys, we have literally a list. We posted on our blog 6 of them that we just find, fun, but we have, depending on your location, a whole bunch of ideas. So definitely reach out to us. We can assist with that. Set up a virtual chat, swivelgroupevents.com. And you can schedule a free virtual chat to speak with one of us, Kristen, myself, or Brittany. All right.
Guys, happy Sunday. I hope you're staying dry. I'm going to finish my cake.
All right. I'm going to as well. All right. Bye, guys. See you next time.
Bye.